One. Duran, hold on. Duran Customz, interview numero 11. Today we are saluting, we are honoring Mr. Dalton Black, all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. We're interviewing him for his love and his passion for country music. And at the end, we're going to be talking a little bit about professional wrestling, brother. How you doing out there, Mr. Dalton Black?
Good, sir. How are you doing?
Doing good, brother. We recognize you out there in the heart of Nashville, the heart of country music. We see you putting in your work out there. Man, it's a beautiful thing, brother. I could see you at some point, you know, performing for voice or something like that, brother. You know, you got great music and a great passion that you're putting out there, brother. What was it?
Thank you, man.
You're welcome. What was it earlier on that propelled you and navigated you toward music, brother?
So what's wild is I didn't, you know, as a kid, there's a lot of people in Nashville who have been playing music their entire lives. And as a kid, I didn't, you know, I played sports and did other things. Yeah.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah. And so I took dance in middle school, like a competitive dance, like hip hop and stuff like that.
Wow.
And I love performing like that. But most of my time was spent, you know, playing sports and doing other things. And what's crazy is I got a job. I wanted to, my career I thought was going to be on radio. So I went to school to do like mass communications, like radio. And I worked at a radio station. Yeah. I worked at a radio station in East Tennessee.
Wow.
And I did the sports segments and stuff like that. And I was probably 19. I'm 26 now. I was 19 then, and I didn't really, you know, it wasn't fulfilling what I thought it would, if that makes sense. And and I went to a pawn shop one day and I bought a guitar, and I just wanted to, you know, pick around on it at home and you know, just as a hobby kind of thing. And it quickly turned into something that I couldn't put down. And
so that's when you got bit by the bug, the music bug.
Yeah, I got bit, and I'm still, you know, feeling those effects of the bite. Yeah, for sure.
What was your favorite sport then at that point?
So I played basketball.
Wow, that's great. What's your favorite basketball team?
I love college basketball. I grew up in Knoxville, Tennessee, so I love the University of Tennessee.
Wow, man, awesome. So at what age did you think that you picked up that guitar and you started playing the guitar, brother?
Man,
what was it 19?
I was 19, and I started watching YouTube videos, and I had a friend who actually worked at the radio station. Wow. He showed me a couple chords, and I was like, man, I'm hooked. I never want to put this down, you know?
Yeah.
And I had probably played for less than a year the first time I ever got on a stage.
Wow.
And I played one of my original songs, and that's something that came more natural than anything.
The writing
songs.
Yeah. Absolutely. Wow. So at that point, from what are some of your favorites in, let's say, rock or in country, brother?
So in country, well, I think it's very fitting the shirt I have on.
Johnny Cash, brother.
Johnny Cash. I do have Johnny Cash's name on my knuckles. I don't know if you can see that.
That's nice. What's your favorite Johnny Cash song?
Man,
there's so many.
There's so many. There's so many. I love One Piece at a Time. Yeah. I love One Piece at a Time.
How about Cocaine Blues? Or was that?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's absolutely. Nice. I got that Johnny Cash vinyl out there. Will you be dropping any vinyl for your music anytime soon?
Man, I've looked at that. I have been kind of.
It's pricey though.
Yeah. I've kind of been more going in the dropping singles to the streaming services. You know, Spotify and iTunes is what's rolling the game. And I have a lot of friends here in Nashville who are a lot smarter than me in the music business, and I take a lot of their advice on a lot of things. and the streaming services are king right now.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's kind of the medium that I have been working through is
Yes.
the
Have you tried
this,
Bandicamp too? Bandicamp or
I
Bandcamp?
haven't.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's also a down-only stream where they could purchase your music. So
Nice.
from singing to playing the guitar, take us through the process of you're saying that you write your own songs too. How did that start?
Yes.
Did it start off writing poetry and then you converting that poetry into songwriting and stuff like that? How does that process go for you?
So what's
Or how did it
wild,
start? Yes.
it started, I know I said I didn't get into this as a kid, but as a kid or especially as a teenager, listening to a song on the radio, I could always change the words and make it something funny and kind of entertain my brother or entertain my family. And I could always change the words to songs on the radio.
Yes.
And that's, early on before I even knew I wanted to write songs. That's, I guess, where I got the knack for it. But I always start with an idea. I always, if you look at the notes app on my phone, I have over 1,200 notes,
Wow.
and they're all, I take stuff from conversation or stuff I'll hear, somebody say in conversation, or
a little inspiration starts, in the simple
like
sense, right? Correct. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wow. So I see that you're performing out there in Nashville and you're getting the crowd interaction going, involved like that, being out in the crowd, and then it's a great performance. Tell us about some of your early performances, your very first, and how did that feel to take your artistry to that level now to where you're performing? Because man, even though you're saying that you started off late in music, it seems to be you're a natural, brother. You're going in there and you're getting that crowd interaction and everything. It seems like it comes natural to you, brother. How did that feel, some of those early performances, to take your artistry to that level?
So the earlier on ones, my very first time I ever stepped on a stage was in 2016.
Wow.
And I had just a few, probably less than 5 of my own songs. And I would always play like open mics in Knoxville. Yeah. And I was nervous, man, and I would trip over the words. And if you see, you have seen what it is today.
Yeah.
You see some of those earlier videos, you'd be like, that's not even the same person.
Wow.
And I can even say that if you see what it is today compared to a year and a half, 2 years ago in Nashville, I was just playing like writers rounds. And I was always very comfortable. I never had stage fright or anything like that. But I always sat behind my guitar and, was more reserved.
Yes.
But now I can truly say you're seeing the natural me. That's why I think it comes across so well.
I think you found a home. I think you found a home with it, man.
It's the natural me. And the smartest thing that I did was in the last year, my boss actually that I work for, that books us, he told me to take the guitar off. He's like, put the guitar down. I think, it'll open you up a little bit. And thank God that he did, because it let, soon I was nervous because that guitar is a security blanket. Sometimes you can stand behind it. But as soon as I did, I said, this is it. This is me.
That's amazing, brother. That's amazing. Man, I could tell that the joy that and the frequency, the vibration, you're raising everybody's vibration with the love and the passion that you have for the music, brother. And in Nashville, Tennessee, brother, it's known for its country music. It's the heart and the soul there, but it's also known for professional wrestling, brother. You're talking about Jerry Jarrett. You're talking about Jerry the King Lawler and Continental Wrestling, brother. Who are some of your favorite wrestlers and favorite matches of all time, brother?
Man, my favorite right now, I gotta say, is Bray Wyatt. I have loved him since he came on to NXT and they took on the Wyatt family, and he got Harper and Rowan, and then they got Strowman, and then I was very very leery of the change to the Fiend. I wasn't sure how that was going to work, but I think he's done really well. And Bray is definitely my current favorite, but my all-time favorite is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Wow, man.
He is He is the top
He's
of
the
the
man,
list.
dude. Especially that attitude era. And then you talk about Bray Wyatt. His father was Mike Rotunda, brother. You know,
Yes,
so he
sir.
comes from a side, and then his brother wrestled too. So,
No doubt.
man, he comes from a great lineage of family, and he's able to kind of go into different characters and prolong his career. You know what I'm saying? He was a champion. How many times world champion was he? Right. So,
And he is rightfully, so he's rightfully at the, he should be in the main event slots. He's the draw.
oh yeah, he's the draw,
especially as
brother.
the Fiend.
Especially, man. Rest in peace to Brody Lee. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
Part of the
R.I.P.
Wyatt family. You know what I'm saying, man? One of the great bigs. He reminded me of Bruiser Brody, bro. Like,
Yeah.
especially, I don't know if you saw that one promo he cut in AEW for the match, the dog collar match against Cody Rhodes. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it gave me the chills, dude. It reminded me of a promo from 1980, brother.
Yeah. That's what I really liked about Bray, especially when he was in the Wyatt family, is how captivating the promos were. Even if he were doing it, backstage with just the lantern, or if he were doing it in the ring with the very little lighting.
And they kind of vibed off of each other, like their characters vibed off of each other, and they brought a little bit of realness to professional wrestling, man. They bring that eeriness, that, you know what I'm saying, that to captivate the crowd, brother.
Especially, and that's what Stone Cold was the best at, man. And I love Ric Flair. He was the best at that. And
Flair's my all-time greatest, bro. What is your favorite Stone Cold match?
Man, the stuff he did with Rock. I believe that's there. I think the stuff that he did when he really he took on the Austin 316 with Jake the Snake.
Oh man, that was a great promo.
And the one I think that sent him into superstardom was with Bret Hart. When he bled in the sharpshooter. But
that's my favorite match right there between those two, man.
I love that I don't know if you've heard the story about how the Austin 316 came about, but he actually had to go to the hospital. Before that, I want to say busted his lip, and he came back, and they told him, or he asked what Jake the Snake, what he said in his promo, and he said, he said some religious stuff, and that's what it was.
That's what set him off.
Off the cusp, man, that he did the Austin 316, and look, that's still probably their top selling T-shirt that they have.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. I saw that interview. I didn't know the backstory to that, so you're telling me some history right there, brother. I didn't even know that. If you could pick one WCCW, World Class Championship Wrestling, the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, WWF, WCW, TNA, AEW, ECW, AWA, or Continental Wrestling out there in Memphis, if you could only have one professional wrestling organization, brother, which would it be for you?
Man, it's WWE. They have stood the test of time.
There you go, brother, man.
Perfect. Been the leader. I love WCW because I love the NWO.
Yes, man, because I seen you with that NWO shirt.
I still have an NWO shirt, but definitely WWE. They've stood the test of time, and
they proved themselves, man. Yes,
absolutely, and legendary. And people who don't even, like wrestling, know who Hulk Hogan is, or they know who The Rock is, and they know who Macho Man is. And I think WWE has definitely stood the test of time.
Mr. Dalton Black, so what would you say to a young kid that has saw your performance and heard your music and said, this is something that I want to do? What would be some of your advice to them?
Man, I think it's don't get told no. That was my mindset.
Don't take no for an answer. Yes.
Don't take no for an answer, and don't let anybody discourage you, because people are going to try to downplay that that's something you just see on TV. People from around here, they don't do that. I was very fortunate. My family has always had my back,
been supportive.
My dad moved to Nashville this past year just to be with me. He's usually with me
Wow.
every time that I play. My mom
Awesome.
was my biggest fan. My mom passed away 2 months ago.
I'm sorry to hear about that, man. My
I
condolences to
appreciate
you.
it. My mom was my biggest fan, but they always had my back. But you know how, we had family, friends, and just people that knew us that definitely downplayed it. And that's the advice I would give. Don't take no for an answer. Don't let your environment get the best of you. If you want something, work every day tirelessly at it.
Yeah.
And that's why I knew this music thing was for me, is
Yeah.
because the first time I picked the guitar up, I still don't want to put it down. I can't just hold it for 5 minutes, even now. And I'm playing 7 days a week, and I do not get tired of it. I love it. And just find something you're passionate about, and don't get told no for an answer. Somebody tells you can't.
Yes, I could tell that you're passionate about that, because whenever you say that, hey, I do it anyways, and I do it 7 days a week, you're in alignment with your passion. And I want to say that you're making your mother proud right now. She's looking down at you and smiling at you. And like the way you said at the beginning, you would stumble on stage with your words, but you got to just pick yourself up and keep going right after that. And like you said, never take no for an answer. If you could make a mixtape of Dalton Black's life, what would be song number 1, brother?
Song number 1 was the first song that I ever knew the words to. I was 3 years old, and it's "Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys."
Wow.
Yeah, Waylon Jennings. I have Waylon Jennings' name tattooed on my hand too.
Wow.
Him and Johnny are right in the same level with me. I love Waylon Jennings, and I love Johnny Cash.
I don't know if you could see that vinyl back there, but that's my Waylon Jennings vinyl right there.
Yes, sir. I see it. I do.
Yeah.
Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Be Cowboys would be number 1.
That's awesome, brother. Tell us about where we could find your music, download it and purchase it, your Instagram, your Facebook, your business, and your next performance, brother. Let us know.
So you can find everything that I have put out on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, all the streaming platforms. Just type my name in, Dalton Black, Dalton Black. My latest single is Carhartt and Louis Vuitton. We did put out a music video to Carhartt and Louis Vuitton. Yeah. I'm very proud of that song. I wrote it with Tyler Downs and Josh Page.
All right.
I'm really trying to push the video. It's on YouTube. You just type in Dalton Black, Carhartt and Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
My next performance is, I am actually off today. I got a rare day off. So I'm off today, but I go back to work tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Honky Tonk Central on Broadway. We play 10 p.m. to close tomorrow, 10 p.m. to close Friday at Rippy's, 10 p.m. to close Saturday at Rippy's, 10 p.m. to close Sunday at Rippy's. So we are busy this weekend. If you know anyone coming to Nashville, send them my way. Just type me in on Instagram. My Instagram handle is @IamDaltonBlack. I always post my weekly schedule. We're playing 6 to 7 dates a week.
Awesome, brother.
We're typically in those 10 p.m. to close slots. So
how about that song? Yeah, how about that song For You? That's a great song there.
Thank you, man. That is a special song.
That's a great song, man.
I actually can announce now that song is being used in a movie.
Wow.
There's a movie that a friend of mine is, my friend here in Nashville is a director, and he's got a movie that is in a bunch of film festivals right now, and it's called Give Up the Ghost. And they play the entire
song on there. Man, that's a great song, dude.
There's an entire scene that is fitting to the movie. It has nothing to do with the song, but it's fitting to the movie. But the song is being played in the movie. So look up Give Up the Ghost, and you can hear For You.
Definitely. We're going to share your Carhartt and Louis Vuitton song also in the music video. We're going to share it on all our platforms out here. And all the way from California, we're recognizing your outlaw way of country music, brother, and keeping up that style alive, brother. And we salute you. We honor you. Duran Customz, peace, love, and light. We saluting Dalton Black. And we're out of here, brother. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, man.